animal cruelty charges right out the gate. And notice the judge's tone, calm but firm. Anytime animals are involved, emotions run high, but in court it's all about the statute, not the sob story.
David Wagner. Oh, there he is. Okay. I kept looking at my screen and didn't realize there were actually people here. No. Your name, sir? David Charles Wagner, Jr. All right. Sir, you are, this is right. You are before the court on a misdemeanor complaint that alleges that on or about September 26, 2024, at the location of 2224 Gulfside Road in Pittsfield Township, Washtenaw County, State of Michigan, that you did fail to provide proper care and or work beat 2 or 3 animals, contrary to Michigan statutes. That's an abandonment or cruelty of animals statute. You understand what you're charged with, sir? Yes, sir. All right. That's a misdemeanor, punishable by up to 1 year incarceration, a $2,000 fine plus court costs. Court could order community service also, or any combination of those penalties. You understand that? Yes, sir. You also understand that the court could order a psychiatric evaluation and may order cost of care of housing any animals that were seized, as well as either housing costs or veterinary costs. You understand that? Yes, sir. And I also could order that you not possess or own any animals. You understand that? Yes, sir. All right. First question I have for you is, do you wish to be represented by an attorney? Yes. This is a public defender case.
Did you catch that? The judge can ban Wagner from owning animals forever. That's not just a punishment, it's a safeguard. Courts often add these conditions to prevent repeat harm. Should that be standard in all cruelty cases?
Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pate with and on behalf of Mr. Wagner, we would waive any further reading, stand mute, and ask for an adjourned pretrial date, please.
Defendant every waive formal reading, standing mute. Court will enter a not guilty plea in this case. Pretrial in this matter will be adjourned June 4th, 2025, 9 a.m. As to bond.
Your Honor, people do request standard bond conditions and unsecured appearance bond. And we also are going to make a request that while on bond, the defendant have no animals in his ownership or custody or control.
Not in my name. Yes. I have 4 cats.
He says he doesn't own animals, but then admits there are 4 cats and 2 dogs in the house. Technically his wife and kids' pets, but you can see where the judge's eyebrow just shot up. That's a legal gray area waiting to blow up.
And two dogs. They belong to my wife and my kids. Anything you want to say, Ms. Payne?
Just briefly, Your Honor, I would ask that those animals be allowed to stay in the home. He states they belong to his wife and children, understanding that my client should not have any interaction with those animals, so to speak. I would ask that he be allowed to remain in the home, certainly, and ask that the pets not be removed from his wife and kids.
You said there were how many cats? 4. And 2 dogs? Yes, sir. What kind of dogs? One is it's a small dog. That is my wife's dog. It's a poodle. Yorkie poodle. That's my wife. That's my. Okay. What kind is the other dog? All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to set his bond at a $10,000 personal recognizance bond. under standard conditions, including no assaultive behavior or possession of any weapons, no alcohol, recreation.
Bond check, 10 grand, personal recognizance. That means Wagner doesn't have to pay cash up front, but better not mess up, or he'll owe every penny. And the animal paperwork requirement? That's the court saying, prove those pets aren't yours, or lose them.
Marijuana or any illegal drug use. I'm going to indicate the defendant is not to have contact with or have possession of any animals.
Yes, sir, I understand.
And so I'm going to indicate that with reference to the 4 cats and 2 dogs, I would need either veterinary paperwork or other types of purchase paperwork that would indicate by the next hearing that would indicate that these animals have ownership with someone else other than the defendant.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes.
Otherwise, so that we're clear. If I don't get that, I think what's going to end up happening is I'm going to order all of them removed from the home. All right.
Understood.
All right.
Good morning, Your Honor.
All right. I need a camera, please.
All right. Can you see me, Your Honor? Good morning.
Yes, I can see you. State your name.
My name is Travers Wolf Gore.
All right. Gore, you are before the court on a misdemeanor complaint that alleges that on or about October 13, 2013, at a location in Pittsfield Township, that being Lily Park North.
Switching gears literally. From animal cruelty to DUI with a high blood alcohol content. That's not just a regular drunk driving charge. High BAC usually means nearly double the legal limit. Translation: way more dangerous, way harsher penalties.
That you did operate a motor vehicle with a high blood alcohol content, with a high blood alcohol level. You understand that?
I do understand that.
All right. That's a misdemeanor. It is punishable by up to 180 days in jail, a $200 to $700 fine plus court costs. The court could order community service or any rehabilitative services the court deems necessary. The court could also order you to pay the cost of the prosecution as well as the cost of any emergency governmental services, as well as immobilize your vehicle. You understand that, sir?
Yes, Your Honor. I don't have a
All right. So my first question for you is, do you wish to be represented by an attorney?
No, I'd like to resolve this problem as soon as possible.
Okay, so what are you going to do?
Can I explain what had happened that I remember?
I can't. If you can have a trial, if you want it set for trial, I can set it for trial. I might suggest that you might want to be represented by an attorney, sir, if you're looking to get this resolved because of the nature of the charges.
Yeah,
But that's up to you. Do you wish to be represented by an attorney?
Yes, please.
It's the public defender case.
Afternoon, Assistant Public Defender Lauren Kearney on behalf of Mr. Gore. We waive further readings, stand muted to the charges, and request another pretrial date. I will say, check JAS. It looks like Mr. Gore now lives in Florida. I would ask that he be able to.
I'll let him stay where he is.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. I'll set the pretrial for June 18, 2025 at 9 a.m. What was the alleged BAC in this?
Data master, 30.29.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to set his bond at a $30,000 personal recognizance bond. I'll order standard conditions, including no assaultive behavior or possession of any weapons. There's to be no use of any alcohol, recreational marijuana, or any illegal drugs. I'll under these circumstances, I would normally order a tether of some type, and I'm just this was a 2013 case. Have you been in treatment at all, sir?
I have. I just tomorrow is my 20 month sobriety. I was at the Salvation Army of Tampa, ARC for since the 21st of 2023 till April 25. So I did 19 and a half months of in-house treatment and worked for the Salvation Army. I've done the 12-step program, and I now sponsor other men in the program.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to withhold my decision as to whether or not to order a tether. You are to provide through your attorney treatment information, and then I can take that into consideration in terms of any further bond conditions.
I have all that with me today, actually. So.
Okay, so you'll need to submit that to your attorney, and then we'll see where we go from there.
Okay.
All right?
All right. Thank you. Now, how do I get a hold of my attorney? Do I call that number, or do I?
Yes. If you wrote it down, thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, area code 734.
Yes, sir.
And I have a number for you that ends in 0016. Is that the best number for you?
00. Yep. Yes, ma'am.
Perfect. Okay. Thank you.
All right. All right. Thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you very much, Your Honor.
Court calls the case of the people versus Ebony Whitsett.
Good afternoon, Assistant Public Defender Lauren Kearney on behalf of Ms. Whitsett. Ms. Whitsett, please state your name for the record.
Wow, 20 months sober and sponsoring others. That's a redemption arc right there. Judges love to see real rehabilitation, but here's the twist. Good behavior in the present doesn't erase a crime from the past. Should courts weigh rehab heavier than punishment?
Me with that.
Okay, there she is. Okay.
Your Honor, we have come to a resolution. Ms. Whitsett is going to be pleading guilty to allowing an ineligible driver to operate an added count to the case ending in 0079.
Okay, so it's going to be on that.
Count 2 and 0079. Yep.
Okay, and then what are we doing with the other case?
That case will be dismissed.
Okay, so count 1. Oh, gotcha.
My phone might die.
Well,
Oh,
you're going to have to come in person, so you might want to charge it.
Huh? It's on the charger right now.
Okay, all right. Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right, state your name again.
Ebony Whitsett.
All right, this is, ma'am, it's the court's understanding that you are going to be pleading guilty to the charge of allowing an ineligible driver to operate a motor vehicle. That's a misdemeanor, punishable by up to 90 days in jail, $100 fine plus court costs. You understand that?
Yes.
And understanding that, you still wish to plead guilty?
Yes.
And to that charge, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Now, you understand that by pleading guilty, you'll not have a trial of any kind?
Yes.
You signed an advice of rights form?
Yes.
Any question regarding those rights?
No.
Okay. Paragraph 5 is your trial rights. You understand that you're giving up those as well as all the rights that are contained on that form?
Yes.
You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right?
Yes.
Are you on probation or parole?
No.
Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today on the record to get you to plead to this charge?
No.
Anybody threaten you or coerce you?
No.
Doing this voluntarily
Yes.
and of your own free will?
Yes.
And because you believe that you're guilty of this offense?
Yes.
January 26, 2023, at the location of Gulfside Road in Pittsfield Township, Washtenaw County, state of Michigan. Were you in possession and had custody and control of a motor vehicle?
Yes.
And did you allow someone who is otherwise ineligible to operate that motor vehicle?
Yes.
So have I complied with the court rule?
Yes.
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will accept the defendant's plea to count 2 in case 790079. Count 1, as well as the case ending in 1595, is dismissed. Ma'am, is there anything you want to say before I impose
No.
sentence? Fines and costs of $250. I'll suspend 90 days in jail. When can you get that paid?
Probably. Can I get a month? But it'll probably be quicker than a month, though.
Pay it by June 30th, 2025.